Here we go. Ready? Oh, who's better than me? Yeah. What's up, guys? Nice, huh? Okay, now I have the doors on, all the hardware's on it, all the stuff's on it. I'm still waiting for another lock for the center door, and then I'll be able to cut the lap and fit those two doors in the middle and get those things done. So in the meantime, I took the pine off on the inside of the scalloped edges, and I was going to carve this thing, you know, and over the weekend I was with Steve. We spent probably 5 hours trying to figure out a really cool carving detail, and to be honest with you, I really couldn't find anything I liked. So what I think is I'm just going to leave it alone. I talked to Christine Thompson. She's the woman doing the finish. I mean, she is like awesome anyways, and she knows a lot of this stuff. I'm really not exposed to a ton of it, so just going through books and blah 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 blah, you know, I'm trying to make a determination on what would be considered to be the best of the best. And a lot of them wouldn't have carving on the inside of the scalloped edge, you know? So I think I'm just going to skip it. Hang on a second. See if I can find that. Hang on. Here it is. Alright. Now, I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool, but when you really look at it, it's not that cool, guys. You know what I mean? It's just a bunch of stab cuts, and it doesn't really have any flavor to it, you know? So, and this is the best we could come up with, you know? This little thing right here. And it's not that I'm afraid of doing the work. I just don't think that it would enhance any of the work that's already on this piece. So I'm going to move the camera. I'll show you what's up. Check it out. I spent all day long cleaning my shop yesterday because it was filthy, you know? Like the bench, it's all cleaned up. The reason why I clean up the bench so well is because I need to lay these doors on top of it, and I want to make sure that there's no glue, no crap all over it. So the only time you'll ever see me use like a pad sander, I scraped it down, then I hit it with that pad sander. So I'll be able to lay these doors right here. I will be able to lay these doors on their face without indenting the whole face of it. You know, I feel pretty confident. So check it out. I took the pine off. Pretty sweet, huh? That was a little risky. So now what I need to do, you can see that I ran another rabbit. See that? Now this is just is a lipped edge for the panel. The piece of glass goes in here, and then it gets, you know, attached with a couple of glue blocks, and then I put another panel in the back with some screws. So I did that yesterday. So today, what I'm going to concentrate on is just cleaning out the corners. Oh, sorry. You know, I gotta take this off the tripod. Hang on, guys. I really hate that tripod. Alright, you see how the corners are all messy still? So I need to clean up these corners. You know, clean up all the markings and all the stuff. On the inside, get ready for that panel. Now, you can see that, I mean, that's still pretty damn good. But it's not good enough since I'm not going to be carving any of this. I need to clean up these corners to make sure that they're super tight. So I'm probably just going to go along and double check the scallops of these doors. Look how light it looks, huh? I mean, look at that. Remember I was carving this? And look how thin that stuff is, guys. I mean, that is like not even a 1/16 of an inch. It's barely a 32nd. I took a little too much out right there. That's okay. So I'm really interested to see how this is going to look with the glass in it. So that's what I got to do today, guys. So I'm going to get to doing that, and once it's finished up, that'll be that, guys. So I just want to give you a little breakdown on what's next. Okay? See, I clean up all the stuff, organize all my crap. I couldn't find anything. Like Saturday, I was freaking out. So that's it. Cleaned up. It takes forever to clean up sometimes. This is my shop. Pretty sweet. But here it is, guys. I'm telling you, the thing looks awesome, doesn't it? Look at that. Oh yeah, baby. T. Chisel built that mofo. Well, that's it, guys. Well, now you can see that I have the doors all cleaned up on the inside. as well as the outside. I cleaned up all the interior corners since I'm not going to be carving this molded edge. So the next thing I need to do is get prepared for the lock, okay? The lock is going to sit in here somewhere and I'm still waiting for it, so as soon as it gets here, you know, I'll cut that in. But these are going to be lip doors, okay? And what that basically means is that they're going to go like this, okay? Can you see that? So this is the left, that's the right, whatever. You kind of get it from the picture. Alright, so what I like to do, okay? I don't know, it's not like I've done this a bunch of times. This is what I figured out I'd do. I mark the center of the case, okay? And this is when all the agonizing little things about laying every little particular piece out start to pay off, okay? So I measured in from the left 20 and just under 3/8, and I measured in from the right just 20 and just under 3/8, and that's dead center. Then I did the same on the top. This is from the case now, okay? Came in the same dimensions, alright? Now, this is what gives me energy to keep going, alright guys? Alright, you see the center of that case? My line, right there? It's dead center with that drawer divider, which pleases me, you know what I mean? And the same on the top. Let me see if I can get up there. You see the line on the top there? Right there? It's just a small mark because I don't want to erase it. That is dead center with that center fret diamond. So that makes me feel good, you know what I mean, guys? It's like I agonize over all this stuff, and then now it's great because it's going to pay off right now with these two doors. So what I did, I took the right door, okay, and I just made a mark on the door. See the? You see it right there? That little tiny mark, right there. And then I basically did the same thing. Where the heck is it? Up there. You see the line right there? 23/8. Now, this door might not be hung parallel to the inside of the case. So after I marked it, I marked the left door as well, okay? So I marked the left door and the right door off of those center lines. And now what I need to do, okay guys, I need to go back and check. I just don't want to take this thing to the table saw and run a rabbit, you know? Because the dimension might be a little different from here to here as opposed to here to there, you know what I mean? So it's really important to make sure that you cut this line not square to the edge of the door, but straight from point to point, alright? So, you know, if I just ran this parallel to this line and it was off, it's going to really show up on the center of these two doors. So, whoo, almost done, man. The pressure's really getting to me, though. I'm starting to freak out, but that's alright. Alright, guys, so after I cut them and fit them, I'll show you what's up, alright? Gotta get that lock today. I gotta get that lock. Alright, guys, now you can see that I have the left door cut and it has the rabbit on it. See that? Has a nice little groove. It's a 1/2 inch here and it's a 1/4 inch there. And this line is the center of the door, like we were talking about earlier. I'm just going to back up here. So now, when I go to put the right door on, okay guys, what I needed to do was obviously make the opposite groove. Okay, can you see that? Now, I don't even know if you're going to be able to see this. Just trying to make sure I stay out of the way. Now when I go to put this door on and fit it, before I put it on its hinges, what I like to do, not that I've done this a lot, so I set up the center mullion, okay? And I just hold the two doors together like this, and I just feel it to make sure that it's flush with each other. Now it's flush on the bottom, but it's not flush at the top, because you know how I always tell you guys when you're running stuff over a table saw on the dado set, even if you have like a feather board holding it down, it will get wavy. So what you really want to do is you want to take this door, now that it's pretty close all around. I want to take the door and I want to bring it over to my bench, alright? Now all I want to do is, now double check to make sure that the blade's not going to dig into the wall of the rabbit. And I'm just going to take a couple of swipes, because it's a little high on the top. Plus I want to clean up those mill marks, you know? I don't want to see a bunch of saw kerf marks all over my work. So I'm just going to take a couple little sweeps. That was a little too aggressive. back and forth a little bit to see where I'm at. Okay, then I'm going to bring it back over to the case. Now I'm just going to put it on. Hopefully it's going to be a little too tight. It better be. I'll be bumming if it's not. Alrighty. Okay, got both doors on, right? Okay, you see how it's pinching? This is perfect. I wish I could get a wider angle for you guys, sorry. You see how the door's pinching right in here? So that tells me that I need to take some off of the door. And I thought I took enough off the back. But apparently I didn't. So I'm just going to go along with the hand plane. Okay, guys, and clean this up. I'm just going to take the plane. I'm going to take some out of the back of the rabbit. Just making sure I stay, 90 degrees inside that little corner. I'm just going to keep working this thing until it gets enough room, to where I feel comfortable. I mean, that's probably going to take me 20 minutes or so to do. So once I finish this, I'll turn the camera back on and we'll start talking about that lock, okay? But hey guys, that thing looks awesome, doesn't it? I mean, that's it, guys. Getting closer, gaining on this mofo. Every day, just starting to gain on it, just a little at a time. Okay.